Hi, everyone. How are you? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is a quick video to alert you to the fact that I did a Megxit review. I did a review on the Megxit documentary that came out on Channel 5 that the Royal Griff posted, and they took it down for copyright. So it's now up on my Odyssey channel. And yeah, they're very sensitive to, you know, criticisms of their uh their PR propaganda, their psyops here, I would say. Uh because it's fair use. I was criticizing it. I wasn't playing the volume, but anyway, that's what it uh ended up. So now it's on Odyssey. You can watch it on there. And yeah. But I didn't want to let this go without pointing out what a psyop this documentary is. And I'm using a video here by expert Chase Hughes. I'm sure you're familiar with him, one of the body language experts. And his video is called "Once You Know This, Every Psyop Becomes Obvious." And this documentary is just one example of psyop. And so the steps he says to look for, and you look for that Harry and Meghan, everything they do is following this formula, them and their chia buddies. So use the F.A.T.E model. Focus, authority, tribe, emotion. So the whole idea is to get people thinking emotionally and not thinking rationally, the critical thinking. So here we go. The F.A.T.E model. F is for focus. So be aware and notice what stories are they pushing today. As we know with Harry and Meghan, it's a different story every day, right? It's like there's always one thing that's the focus. So pay attention to that and what they're trying to dominate your mind with, and know that that's the intention, that they're bombarding you with it for a purpose. And then notice authority. That's when you have authority figures speaking as if they're experts in a situation that they're not. And in this case, in this documentary, the experts were the journalists, right? And unfortunately, they were talking about something they really didn't know what they're talking about, because they're talking about the Sandringham Summit, and they weren't there, right? They weren't in the room. They don't know what really happened. They know what happened, but they don't know anything about what happened inside in this meeting. Except for Harry's book of lies, right? So all of these so-called authority figures are in this documentary talking as if they were there. They're like, "Oh, William, punched Harry and broke his necklace, and when he was stamping, pounding the table and yelling at Harry." But they weren't there. They're just going on what Harry told them. So it's all psyop, right? This is all, but they're using their authority as professional journalists to come across as we've got the truth. And this is exactly what happened with the last documentary I reviewed that's still up on my channel, my YouTube channel, where they paid for these psychologists and social workers and some other people. I have no idea who they were. Just plucked these people out of nowhere, and they're all acting like experts on Harry and Meghan and whatnot. And Meghan in particular, in that one about her narcissism and her mask lips. And they're all acting like they're authorities. And of course, they explain it all away, that Meghan's no more narcissist than the average person, and mask slips are just because she's so depressed, So they really just, lied and lied, but they use their perceived authority to do it. So that is always a second phase of the F.A.T.E model of a psyop. So focus, authority figures who are not really authority figures in this particular situation. And then 3 is tribe. So tribalism, aka divide and conquer. You got to pick a side. And so dividing people, and of course, that's what this documentary is trying to do, is either trying to make you pro-royal family or anti-royal family, right? Pick a side. And of course, this is very anti-royal family, in that they give all their sympathy. All these talking heads, these authority figures, are like, "Oh, we sympathize with Harry and Meghan. Oh, they're so mistreated." So they were swaying people emotionally to side with Harry and Meghan when they were speaking about something that they really didn't know what they were talking about. And this happens, of course, with the psyop model that was used with the snake bites and whatnot. It's a pro versus anti, it's all the same thing. They want to divide people. They want to create 2 different tribes. It's all part of a psyop. And then the last part of the psyop are emotions. So watch out for appeals to emotion. Emotional reaction shuts off critical thinking. You must be unemotional on a topic. So, of course, this whole documentary was trying to incite people's emotions all throughout. And that all together, all of these pieces of fate model fitting with this Megxit documentary confirms that it is a psyop. It is part of the Harry and Meghan psyop. And so there you have it. So look out for this model, look out for this checklist with whatever stories are coming out, whatever documentary you see, and you'll see it again and again and again. So there you have it. So I just want to point that out, and I found it a bit interesting. And yeah, so again, you can check out my Odyssey page if you want to watch the review I made. And that's it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.